Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wizzo Talk. Coming at you with a hot topic called I Got Something to Say. Got one of my guys on here that's a good friend of mine that's always been on the live with me. Guys, we got a lot of shit to cover. But before we get ready to get started, I'm going to let my guest introduce himself, and then we're going to go and get right on off into the topic of I Got Something to Say, where we're going to be discussing a lot of hot random topics.
Yo, more bliss, more life, man. Thank you again for having me on Wizzo Talk. It's an honor. It's your boy 7 Points of Bliss, aka Pomegranate Samurai. And man, like I said, it's always an honor to be on here, man.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you. I like all my viewers and everyone that please remember that it's absolutely free to like, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, also hit the notification bell. So that way, whenever we upload something new, you'll wind up seeing it and checking it on out and stuff like that. And feel free to drop any comments. We put the comments up on the screen. And also, you can also find me on Spotify on Wizzo Talk 8972. And we on TikTok. So did I missed it, Josh? Did you already put out there where you was at? Because I missed it if you did.
I'm definitely on all major platforms at After Real Truth. I'm on Spotify as Cosmic Currency 777, and that's pretty much about it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, before we get off into our little random topics, and I gotta have a little vent section for just a second about, and they might give my motherfucking ass another strike, but this goddamn motherfucking YouTube, then probably about a couple of months ago, I was in YouTube jail for about a week about something that my guest said 3 seconds of, then they put me in jail, gave me a strike. And then just now recently, I checked my notifications or whatever, and then all my content is marked not made for kids, but it's not age restricted. So they didn't gave me another strike, so to speak, for not putting it age restricted or some shit. And I'm like, God damn, I already put that it's not made for kids. So, man, but they be tripping because the things that I was given the strike for and all that, I Googled it and YouTubed it, and there's people on there with the whole topic about it. And we just covered it about 4 seconds or something like that. And then anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. And they may block my shit right now. The next strike after that, I'm banned for 3 months, but fuck it. It's fucked up. But we'll see. I'll go live on something else or whatever. But anyway, let me get to one of my random topics and one of my random things. And again, everyone out there, this is I Got Something to Say. We're going to discuss some random topics. Any comments you'd like to have, just drop them on in. We'll put them on stage and we'll see what we can do about it. So this just kind of covering that Blue Lives Matter. And it seems like Blue Lives Matter only when it pertains to blacks. And just work with me for a second, and I'm gonna tell you where I'm going with that. Because I got to go back to this, 3 years ago, to this January 6th and all that shit, to the riot. I mean, they didn't damn near whoop the cops' butt up there and whoop the cops' ass and breaking down through the Capitol and doing all kind of shit. Hurting cops, macing cops. One cop said he was screaming for his life. But they say Blue Lives Matter, though. And then just to touch on, I was looking at the news just the other day, and what happened? 45 said he's talking about giving all those that's already been convicted a pardon. I'm like, for real? So in other words, where I'm going with that is, so blue lives really don't matter, I guess, because those guys then damn near got killed. One of them said he was screaming for his life, and now he's talking about pardoning him. So I'm just asking any of my viewers out there, does blue lives really matter or not? If he's going to pardon them, it seems like blue lives don't even fucking matter to me. I don't know.
Sounds like they don't matter at all, actually.
Yeah. But had that been a bunch of, black or people of color up there for the during that time or whatever, oh shit, well, we already know what would happen. I covered that on another podcast. But I just wanted to talk about that for a brief second, and then you can go ahead with what you got. So, I mean, if blue lives matter, why is he talking about pardoning all of those guys that was convicted? And then why are some of his supporters still behind him about that? It makes no fucking sense to me.
Well, you gotta really think about this too, though, man. Anytime Um, anytime anybody that's pale skinned does anything, bro, they usually get off with like a slap on the wrist, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, let's say what's that? It was a young white boy who had shot like 3 black people, and then he got off because he was like it was self defense or something like that. You remember that? It was like a few years ago. He was crying on the stand and all this other bullshit.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
crazy because he got off with a slap on the wrist, and
Yeah.
because he said he was self defense. But if it had been a black person and they said it was self defense,
Oh yeah.
they
Oh
would have
yeah.
been going to jail. Especially even if they were young, they would have been tried as an adult.
Yeah.
And it's really to the point where you have to see that this system isn't made for us. You know what I'm saying? It's made for them. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And also, I look at it also in a different way with that, because when you look at how we are genetically, right? Genetically, they're a younger species of humans. So it's kind of like they get a slap on the wrist because it's almost like, oh man, you a baby, you don't know no better. Our people are older people. We're more mature genetically. You know what I'm saying? So when
Right.
people look at us, they be like, they know better. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you got people in the government talking about our children are super predators and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
we really got to come to that type of thought process that our people are older genetically and that we should know better than to rely on any of these people's systems. Even when it comes to stuff like the Oscars or any of that other type of shit, we always crying about how it's not fair, but this stuff it's not made for us, man. Why we don't have our own? We should have our own police force. We should have our own judicial system. We should be really governed in our own society, man.
Right, right. Yeah, I feel you on that. I talked to you once before about the lady up in Chicago, from where you from, and this guy was just talking about it the other day. This along similar when they were with all the migrants that's coming over, and they're being given this and given that. The lady from Chicago said, I have nothing against them that's coming over, but we've been here, and what are you doing for us? She said, and the guy went on and said, we vote, and we're watching.
Matter of fact, they got a thing now they starting in Chicago is to where some of them immigrant people they bringing over, they about to let them start being in the police force.
What?
Yeah.
Without even going through the system, talking about being
they letting them get in it, man. That's crazy. These people come over here, they don't know nothing about nothing, and you gonna let them police people like that? It's crazy to me, man.
Yeah. That's on something right there, man. But I think you had another topic you was gonna go and bring on up, because I just want to touch base about that Blue Lives Matter, because evidently Blue Lives doesn't matter, because 45 is about to pardon everybody if he wins.
When it comes to our folk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The white people gonna get away with whatever they're gonna get away with, man. They protect it. And the police force is nothing but an organized gang, man. It's just like the mafia, man. They gonna protect their own. They gonna do whatever they want to do. They supposed to be protecting, but they really not what you think they are. They really just paper pushers, man. They not even supposed to be doing the stuff that they do. We just give the government so much power that they not even supposed to have. A lot of stuff that the police do, they're not even supposed to do that, man.
Right. I believe that, man. And then along some of that similar line, when just talking about the cops, they always say, and you probably heard them say that if you see something, say something. They say that a lot. If you see something, say something. But then here you are at a traffic stop, or you at this other type of incident, and you have this one cop, he can stop this black guy, whatever, and another cop is there on the scene also. And whatever may have happened, one cop is whooping the crap out this kid or this other guy, this man or whatever, and his partner is not saying a word. And he's got his back. But yet you asking us, if you see something, say something. So does that not work for them also? I don't know.
They don't. Just like a black man could be pulled over and taken out of his car, and they'll shoot him because they think he got a gun and find out it's a cell phone. But in that same regard, you see videos of white people walking down in the middle of the street with automatic weapons and stuff like that, and rifles and stuff like that in the middle of the street, and they trying to talk him down. They don't shoot him, and they know he got a gun.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw some video where this one white guy made the cop take off running, and the cop had his gun out. You
Right.
know,
You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
was like,
weird.
no, man. So I don't know, but
But then
this,
that gets into the point where it's like people don't understand, man. These people see us and they see our skin as a weapon.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And
right,
once we realize our power, like everybody else realize our power, then we'll be in a greater place because we understand how to conduct ourselves.
right. Man, I don't know. I tell you, I said on one of my deals or whatever that that the United States is not made for people of color, even though it was built by people of color.
No,
You know,
the United States is the United States is for people of color, man, and
yeah,
that's the whole thing. Though this is our land. They over they trespassing. They not
yeah,
supposed to be here.
yeah, yeah.
They not supposed to be here, man. None of them are supposed to be here, man. And I heard somebody saying that on the internet, they were saying that if it wasn't for white people civilizing us and organizing us, that we would still be living in poverty. The crazy thing about that statement is if you actually go back and look through history, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had the most advanced civilization over here, man. The Native Americans had cities. I'm talking about cities, bro. Laid out streets, all that. We had all
Well,
that. We had
yeah,
all the gold. We had all that, man. We had farmland built into our societies. Like we had cities, and the farmland was inside the cities, and they had like swamps and like little lagoons where they were growing different vegetables and but people don't know about this because, like I told you, it only take 2 generations for them to take away the
yeah,
knowledge, man.
right. Yeah, definitely, most definitely don't want us to know jack about shit, really,
No,
at
because
all.
the less we know, the more power that they have.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. I just want to put out to all my viewers that's watching. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and hit that notification. So that way, whenever we upload something or whenever there's another topic come up, you'll get a notification. So hit that notification and hit that like, and it's free to share also. So I appreciate your support here at Wizzo Talk. Did you notice I kind of had a little bit different of an opening that I do like I normally
Yeah,
do
it
this
was as
time?
long as it usually is, man.
Yeah. I just kind of changed it up, man, so we can go and get right on off into this
You
shit,
know what I'm saying? We play it how you say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's uncut and unedited. However, the YouTube did put my ass in jail for about a week, and I used to see people talking about on Facebook how they was off in jail or whatever and shit.
Mhm.
So I was like, well, damn, what the world you mean talking about y'all was in jail? So look
That
at that.
that's to me. That's to me. That says that you're doing something right when they do that. When they take your shit down like that. That's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh man, that's just like what we were saying with the fact checkers, bro. Them
yeah,
fact
yeah,
checkers. Anytime the fact checkers tell you some shit wrong, you better be looking into it, man. Because nine
yeah.
times out of 10, it's something they don't want you to know.
Yeah, exactly. Who checking the fact checkers? Yeah, I appreciate you out there, Jay. He did a little share on me out there. I appreciate it. So, but yeah, like you said, who checking the fact checkers?
Hey man, I wanted to holler at y'all about one of the little topics I had was why do we hate rebellion but we worship rebels?
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? I had a lady who works for me at my job. I cut her hair from time to time, and she was telling me how I was wrong for talking it back to our general manager at the job and stuff like that. Like she was just saying that it was disrespectful, and I mean, I don't say nothing disrespectful, but I like to question things because that's a sign of intelligence, man. Only a stupid person is gonna just go along with whatever they told.
right.
And she just told me that I have such a rebellious spirit, right? And I replied to her, and she looked at me so funny when I said this, but I replied to her, how can you fix your mouth to say something like that to me about being a rebel in such a disrespectful way when you're such a hardcore Christian? And she's like, what are you talking about? And I said, well, Jesus didn't come and follow no rules. Jesus came to mix some shit up. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh
naturally,
boy.
Jesus was a rebel. You know what I mean? Like any of these savior figures are rebels and they're worshipped. So why is it that anytime our children rebel or anytime anybody rebels against this so-called system that we're a slave to, people have a problem with that?
Right. Right.
That's
Right.
weird.
Right. Yeah. She have no comment or nothing to say on that, huh?
Nah, man, she just looked at me weird, man. And I really want people to really sit back and think about that, man. You know,
Yeah.
we give all our time and all our energy to these companies and stuff that don't care about us. We give all our time to this money,
Yeah.
and stuff that don't really mean anything. Time is the most precious thing we have. You know what I'm saying? But we're
Yeah.
so, I don't know, man. We just so cooperative with all these other things that we really should be questioning and rebelling against. You know what I'm saying? Like you were just talking about the police, man. We need to be rebelling against this whole entire system. It's not for us. So
Nah.
why do we continuously just go with it, man? I don't even understand that, man. What you think?
Yeah. Man, you know, I have in my notes also to kind of cover, and well, I'm covering it on the podcast. Ever wonder why black people don't support each other or stick together? Which I'm gonna cover that next week or whatever. And you and I both we done had a podcast on that before, something similar to that, and we're just not going to come together, man. I think I believe I can't remember that time you said we probably will, but I'm saying it probably won't be in my lifetime. But there's just no togetherness. There's no support to take over or take a stand unless some kids have been shot and then they're going to start marching, and we already know how you feel about marching. I feel about marching and another guy that feel about marching, but they're not, they're not coming together.
The reason why I say that the people gonna come together in your lifetime is because if you honestly pay attention, they already have. But
shit, I must be missing it.
You missing it, brother. Cause I'm telling you, the youth, we sit here and we have our image of what coming together is, right?
Right.
But you gotta understand, like a herd of zebras getting away from a lion, bro, they gonna move together. That riot and shit is the new generation coming together. It's just not focused.
You talking about the youth is gonna come together? Shit, they can't get their eye off the damn computer or the laptop, so they gonna come together about
they
like
have,
that.
They just need to be more organized as to where these youth are like they come together, ride and tear down a city and steal a bunch of shit, right? But that's the
that's
thing,
it. It go on and try to sell that shit.
That's true, but they're still coming together.
But they're not coming
together. Organizing them,
right? But they're not coming together to take care of a cause or something that's the issue. They just seeing a chance, the opportunity to steal something or to loot something. They're not coming together on nothing.
That's all we need, though. That's it. That's the force of nature right there. Listen, bro, I'm gonna tell you why. Right? When the white people, right, had a chance to move together and come fuck our shit up and make slaves and make us do all this other shit, did they not do it?
Yeah, they did it.
And that's all the youth is doing. The youth fucking that shit up.
But see,
the thing is, they got it. They still brainwashing away because while they're fucking shit up, they're stealing shit that got white people names on it, and they feel like that has value instead of just fucking shit up, man. I'm talking about they just need to fuck everything up, bro. Wipe all this shit out. You know what I'm saying? And I know that shit sound bad, but why is it bad when I say it? But if God said it in the Bible, it's cool. God didn't destroy civilization how many times in the Bible? And that shit was cool. But I'm over here talking about motherfucking the youth just tearing the shit up. The youth are the ancestors come back. They came back. They not dealing with that shit.
Right.
We getting mad at our kids for rebelling because our kids saying, hey, fuck working 60 years, man. I don't want to do that shit. I want to live and be free. And we like, well, no, you need to work 60 years of your life and get a 401k and retire. And nah, man, fuck all that. They want to be free now. You know what I'm saying? They didn't see our parents and us and our parents struggle and do all this shit and not be able to live their life to their fullest. And they like, nah, we trying to live. We don't want to be working for no type of organization that's not going to care about us. You know what I'm saying? And we get mad at our kids from jumping from job to job to job. And we like, well, why can't you hold a job down? The real question is why these jobs not respecting our children like human beings? Why they don't respect us like human beings, though? You know what I'm saying? Why they feel like they can talk to you however, and you still gonna want to work for them just because you get some money. Our kids understand that money not everything. Yeah, they want to buy nice shit, but they at a point where they like, fuck it. If I can't buy it, take that shit. And that's the same energy that our colonizers was on, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they come over and tuck whatever the fuck they wanted.
So my thing is, why do we have to continuously play their games and play by their rules and like, oh man, I'm just gonna work on my life and I'm gonna try to get a house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I might not be able to afford it, but then, you know what I'm saying, I might go into debt and that debt just gonna get passed down to my kids and so on and so forth if they can't pay for it. But our kids are like, you know what? Fuck it. We gonna take everything. Just like the niggas who took everything from us. And I'm with that. They just need to be more organized. Just like the white people on January 6th when they hit the White House, dog. They were organized.
Yeah, they had some organization. And it's going to take some, I guess, to get them young cats together. I don't know. But the whites and all that stuff, when they came over, and, you know, they had their shit together. So, but, again, I don't see it in my lifetime. It may surprise me. They out there doing a little bit something right now, but I don't know. I don't.
They gonna surprise you, man.
Yeah,
It's gonna blow your damn mind when you see it too, though.
Yeah.
Because watching young people just moving through the streets like that, I was proud, but then I was a little sad because I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers got all this power, moving like nature, and they over here stealing Gucci bags and shit.
Yeah, man. I'm like, what the hell is up with that?
Running
shit?
in stores, taking bags and shit. Oh, what the? It broke my heart, man. Yeah. When they could have been doing so much more with that energy, man.
Yeah. Well, like I say, maybe they need somebody to step up and to organize them to get them together or something like that. I don't know, but I don't see it happening. But you know, who knows? It might. Again, to all my viewers out there, we just got some random topics. Got something. The title is I got something to say, and we just discussing some random shit. We didn't talk to. I thought they was gonna really light up the comments, but there's not very many people watching right now. We just got to talk about Jesus and stuff like that.
Because man, people really gotta sit back and think about that, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody that you worship is a rebel. So why are you not on some rebellious shit? You out here following these rules of people that don't even care about you. People that want to see your people suffer, man. People that want to see you suffer. People that want to see you work 80 hours a week, tax that. You know what I'm saying? Then you go to the store, buy more shit. They tax that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me ask you this then, sis, but it's not in my notes, but sis, we was talking about Jesus. So what do you think about some of these mega preachers and stuff like that, you know?
And that's another crazy thing, dog. I got into a debate with a lady at work, man. This lady talking about something. You supposed to tithe. You're supposed to give tithes and offering to your church because how else is the pastor's gonna get paid? I told her, I'm like, bitch, did Jesus ask for any money? Who was paying?
Wait a minute. You said what? You said what?
I said, bitch, who was paying Jesus? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, nobody was paying Jesus, though. He didn't. Jesus was a carpenter. He had a job. Why your pastor don't have no damn job, man? You know what I'm saying?
Well, the pastor gonna say his job is to bring the word to the people.
No, that's not his job. That's his obligation. If that's what his calling is, you're not supposed to be getting paid. God don't give no fuck about no money. God, we talking about the same God that made the universe, the same God that made humans and the planet Earth. You think God want money? Man, listen. And the reason why I don't even fuck with churches like that because all these churches that's like that are they government organizations, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you definitely got them out there, man. That's doing that because you know they were going on about they crazy about TD Jakes and all that stuff, you know.
Right,
and
man. I need 1,000 people with $1,000 to come get blessed. Set your damn church on fire, bro. You crazy. And you see that shit with Joe Osteen or a few years back when they said this man he reported like $1 million missing, and then they found that shit inside the wall in the bathroom.
I saw that shit. Yeah.
This is the same motherfucker who smiled like the devil. When I first seen this dude, bro, I thought he was the Joker from Batman. That's how evil he looked. I'm like, who the hell is Joe Osteen? And I knew something was up with that nigga because he was coming on BET late at night. I'm like, what the fuck is this white man doing on BET? I knew something was up.
Oh shit! I think he had Kanye or somebody on there with him, or somebody singing on there too. Somebody I
Yeah,
can't
I
remember.
think he had Kanye, but Kanye gonna pop up in the weirdest fucking places, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
But Joe
yeah,
Olsen, he was on that bullshit because he
yeah,
wouldn't let them people in his church when there was a hurricane. That's
yeah,
how
yeah,
bro, listen, man. My grandma
yeah.
told me when I was a shorty, the most powerful demon is gonna be in churches, man.
Mm,
And you could look at that shit and tell these niggas be evil.
yeah,
Anybody who talking about money for a blessing,
yeah.
you shouldn't even want to get blessed by them, man.
Yeah, yeah. I think I saw somewhere on a deal where old Creflo Dollar that he had was asking the congregation to buy him another G12 jet or some type of jet because he had to go to because he had another church somewhere else and he had to go and fly there or whatever.
That's
I was like,
crazy.
man, yeah. So
That's crazy,
they,
man. My personal beliefs, man. When you doing work like that as like a pastor or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I feel like,
yeah,
man, you're supposed to be living with your congregation. If they need that money, if you got a church, right, and
right,
your church is giving you that money, you supposed to be motherfucking giving that money out to your people.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You supposed to wherever your people need their help, but that's where that money's supposed to be going. These
yeah.
people out here, I think I seen some show where they went to like TD Jake's house, and this motherfucker had like 18 cars in a fucking mansion.
And you notice some of this congregation up in there probably homeless or need some or whatever, but I don't know. But I know a lot of people crazy about him, so I'm not one of them. So
Hey, your man said the dude said he said God said he needed a new jet. Come on, man. God said that man need a jet. God should have gave that nigga a Red Bull. He got wings, dog.
man, look here, you know you gonna crack the internet, man, talking about these people, Jesus and everything, and tied the offering, because and some of them, man, and they get so so easily led. I mean, you can go back to way back to Jonestown when he had him drinking the Kool-Aid, and even when in Waco with Koresh and stuff like that,
Right.
man. So some people are so easily led, and even the way that a lot of them is falling 45 right now,
It's getting real cultish out there, brother.
and so you definitely got to be careful. And just since I mentioned 45, I'm gonna just say this about him. So I think it was in Colorado or somewhere like that. The Supreme Court in Colorado, not the main Supreme Court, but the one in Colorado was wanting to take him off of the ballot, right? For up there because of the insurrection. So they
Yeah, I
wanted
heard
to take
about
him
that.
off the ballot. Now I'm talking now the Supreme Court, the law right here, what we're talking about. So the Republican Party said, well, since they're going to do that and take him off there, then all of the states that the Republicans control, we're going to take Biden off. But listen to what I'm saying though. I'm saying so they're ignoring the law. So in other words, to me, that's what it sounds like. To me, it sounds like they saying fuck the law. So the Supreme Court said that they're going to take him off the ballot, but so now the Republicans going to retaliate and say, well, every state that we control, we going to take Joe off. So in other words, that sounds like to me, fuck what the law said. We going to do, since you're going to do our guy like that, we're going to do your guy like this. And that goes back to that Blue Lives Matter shit. Now, had that been somebody of color, somebody black, we already know how that shit would have went down. Take him off the ballot and we can do this. And man, get the fuck out of here.
But that just leads back to what I was saying. How they going? Why are we following they fucking rules and they doing whatever the fuck they want to do, man?
Man, because they it's just not enough of us to come together to do anything or challenge that shit. Now it has been some cases, but not enough to do anything or make a dent or make any type of leeway. And until you get enough support, you're not gonna get nowhere with it. One or two here, one or two there, or
That's
marching in the
true.
fucking street or marking up there, marching whatever.
They definitely put their money together and work together like that.
Man,
That's
them
crazy.
motherfuckers. Man, yeah. So it's just the bullshit. What else you got for us right there, Josh?
Man, I got let me see. I got I actually got stuff written down this time. I had so much stuff.
Yeah, and if we don't cover, we'll have a part two or whatever or some shit, So
So I got one that says, "Why do people still lack information in the age of information, man? Like, what are people looking up on the internet? Why are they not understanding and learning?
mm-hmm.
So much stuff is coming out that people still don't even understand. Like when I talk to people about certain things, bro, they still look at me like I'm from like Jupiter or some shit.
Right.
Like when I try to explain to people that we are not black people, and in the definition of the word black in the Black Laws Dictionary, black means pale. You know what I'm saying? So really, black people are pale skinned people. You know what I'm saying? And when you tell people these type of things, you tell them to look it up. People don't know. Like if I start a conversation off, it's been plenty of women I done start a conversation off with, and I said much bliss, and they're like, "What does bliss mean?" And I'm like, "What? Why are you even asking me this, man? You have a phone right there. If somebody say something to me and I don't know what it means, you damn sure gonna believe I'm gonna look up a definition of the word.
Look it up. Yeah, cause you got that, you got the computer right in your fucking hand.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's getting to the point where we live in the age of information, but it's still so many people who just don't know, man. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's like it really made me wonder, what are these people looking up on the internet? Are people just so consumed with like Cardi B and Cat Williams and all this other garbage that they not even trying to heighten their sense of awareness when it comes to true knowledge?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't become so obsessed with reality TV. We don't even know what reality is anymore. Like we just so stuck on twerking. And don't get me wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? I like some twerking, dog. I look at twerk videos.
Right.
I'm not.
Yeah. But like you said, what else can she do? What else can she do? Like you said,
can she do, man?
You know
what I'm saying? She ain't twerking reading the dictionary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Reading, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I heard that.
Like, what do people look up? Like, I've actually seen people looking stuff up on the internet, and I'd be like, well, what do you look up on the internet? Type stuff. And you go see it, and you're like, well, I never even thought to look no shit up like that. Like, they be looking up crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be looking up secrets to the fucking universe. I be even right now on my computer screen, I got probably about 50 tabs opened up right now, man, just on my computer of different stuff, of the Hebrew language and learning how to speak different languages and just all kind of shit.
Yeah. It's kind of like what I was going to say. I had in my notes to talk about, to say, and I think you may have heard this saying: when you know better, you do better, you know, or something similar to like that, you know. So where I'm going with that is that, you know, you go way back off into even back to slavery or whatever, you know, everything that's been taught to us by the whites has been a fucking lie. You have, well, I say damn near 98% of it has been a lie. But you have this computer in your hand to look up, to see, to know better. So in order for you to do better. But I mean, I'm talking about from things from like the holidays to Christopher Columbus, from Christmas to the Easter Bunny, to all this type of shit that's been put in and they've been lied to us. So if now that you know better, why don't you do better? Why do we keep passing that lie on down to our kids about all the shit that they didn't taught us that's wrong? But we keep it going. We keep it going. Why? I mean, so when you know better, you would think you would do better, but we're not. So
how don't they know better? That's a weird part.
Say again.
So, but how don't they know better though? That's the crazy part.
Yeah, or maybe they do know, they just don't give a shit or whatever. But you know that, you know, we've been lied to, we've been this, we've been that. You know, just like the lady from Chicago talking about the migrants is coming over here, the government is giving stuff. Back when somebody was going around and they were walking up and knocking out Filipino, Korean, I can't remember Chinese, I don't remember what nationality they were, and they was knocking them out. Then Biden signed some type of bill or some type of law on damn near on the spot for them, you know, but yet nothing was done for the people of color like that.
Wow.
So you know, I picked up on that, you know.
You know, something new.
Yeah. So that's why it's like, you know, the United States, you know, was built by blacks, but it's not for people of color. It's I mean, you might say that it is, you know, but to me, it's not, because if you look at the laws, the judges, and this is not nothing that, you know, fucking YouTube or whatever, they might ban my ass or whatever, but I'm just speaking what's in the fucking notes and what's in history and what's been documented. I mean, you even have from the highway patrolman, they're singling out blacks and people of color and stopping them, harassing them. The city police, the motherfucker in Temple even stopped me one time and say he smelled marijuana coming from my car, and I don't even fucking smoke. Don't allow no smoking in my house. Don't allow no smoking nowhere. I talked to the chief. Chief said, well, the video, we saw the video, but it don't show smell. So in other words, the cop could have been telling the truth. Talked to the mayor, then shit happened. You know, but yet nothing. And it was 3:30 in the fucking morning. I was on my way to work, and I was on the east side of town. That's why that motherfucker stopped me. He was going the other way at 3:30 in the morning. I'm going north. He's going south. And he turned around. He said I had a license plate light out, which he was correct. Thing is, how in the fuck that you see that going the other way at 3:30 in the morning? And the thing about it is, my car has 2 license plate lights, and one of them was out. But that motherfucker just turned around to stop me because I saw him turn around because he figured, well, oh, I got something. He searched my car, man, called for backup, all this motherfucking shit. You know, I felt like shit. You hear you stopping me, harassing me for what? But he thought he was gonna find something. He found shit. What he, you know, and I had a pistol in the car, whatever. He did a little bullshit ass search, ain't found shit. But it's not for us, man. You know, this the United States. It's just not, in my opinion.
Hey, you know what's so crazy? Because a police officer stopped me maybe like 2 weeks ago. One of my headlights was out. And he ran my place and all that, man. All my stuff came back clean, man. I had my insurance, all that. And he told me something, I'm going to let you off with a warning. I'm like, what? Let me off with a warning? I didn't even know that. Bro, you can't even get a ticket for having one headlight out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I didn't see plenty of people riding around with one headlight out. Motherfucking cops don't never stop them. This dude was just on some weirdo shit.
Yeah, it depends on what side of town you're on, man, and where you are, whatever, and shit like that. I've actually videoed and filmed when I was behind a couple of police officers make illegal turns without sirens on, you know, and I posted it a while back. I'm like, so is this legal? Is this legal? And some guy gonna come in, well, won't you go on and stop him and tell him he made a legal turn? Yeah, right. Me go and stop the cop and tell him he made a legal fucking turn.
We're supposed to fucking put him under citizen's arrest or some shit?
Yeah, no shit. You see what Jay
put that shit up on your ass and put your ass under arrest.
Hell yeah. You see what one of my viewers, Jay, said, shit, I told my kids I'm the damn Santa Claus.
That's what you gotta do, man. You can't be
You damn right, Jay. And that's what we have to do, man. We have to, because we've said this before. Parents are some of the biggest liars to their kids. We tell our kids, don't lie to us. Don't lie to us. It's gonna be worse. Soon as they fucking able to walk, before they're able to walk, we start lying to them about the fucking Santa Claus, about the Tooth Fairy, and it's a long list about Easter. And every Easter they're going to get their Sunday clothes and their Sunday suit or whatever, all that shit. So we start lying to them. But yeah, we tell our kids, don't lie to us. Don't lie to us. And we lie to them first before they ever even able to talk. Bullshit.
And then we continue to lie to them, man, when we telling them about this system and working and how you have a good job and you have a good life and you struggling. You know what I'm saying? We live in a society now, bro, where you could literally have a master's degree and you could be living like a fucking homeless person.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Like, you're not going, they'll tell you like, oh, you can go to school, get your degree. We're gonna set you up with job placement after you have a great job, and that's all that should be lies.
Yeah. It was one member of Congress I saw that, and I don't remember. I think it was the Republican Party probably said that 170-some thousand wasn't enough for them to retire on. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. So
you know, think about the type of shit that they be doing.
Yeah, but all of them already millionaires, so shit, that's gonna just add to what he have. Right. Again, you know, just to remind everybody, we got our topic is I got something to say. We just covering some random hot topics. Got a lot of discussion going on. Feel free to drop the comment. And also, remember, it's also free to like, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll be able to get notified whenever we're going live, and check out some of the shorts that we got out there and going up. Right now, Josh, I didn't tell you, man, I checked my deals. I'm at a total of over 80,000 views for 1 year.
Ooh,
And
congratulations, man.
I was like, shit, and soon as somebody gets to talking about that monetized shit, I tell them, man, look, I will spend the motherfucking money if I'm getting it, but I'm not doing it for that. I want the words out from people, and letting people put their voice and using this platform to tell their story.
Why
if it
are people
happens,
so money hungry, man? It's all they think about is money. Information is more important than money, man.
yeah. Them motherfuckers, they sure be counting on me quick, talking about, man, you gonna get monetized. How many you got this? I tell them, I don't know. I'm not worried about that. So,
right.
People
be so in other people's pockets and just so worried about money, man.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah,
so, hey, man. So what do you think about this Miami mall thing with these aliens? Because that leads into the next thing I wanted to talk about is why are we being so distracted with so much BS these days, and why can't we see the truth? So in Miami the other night, I guess they were saying that some shit happened and there was some damn aliens up in the mall, man.
Come on, man. What? In the mall of Miami.
This shit been everywhere, all over the internet.
I ain't seen that shit.
Man, you gonna have to look that shit up. It's funny as hell, man.
I am. I'm gonna make a little note.
So it had to be about damn near 200 police cars outside the mall in Miami, man.
Come on, man.
And they were saying that people was running and rioting and shit, and then some of the people were saying that in the mall while they was walking around, I guess the lights and shit started flickering, and then they started seeing these 8 feet tall beings walking around the mall. They weren't trying to hurt nobody, just looking and observing and all this shit. It's all on the internet, man. I'm telling you.
It's got to be some video then, because everybody had their phone, so it had to be somebody without just talking. It had to be some video.
You would think, man, and what people were saying about that was they wasn't allowing any footage to come out.
So they didn't block. They put up a block and blocked all reception and shit.
They put up a block and didn't let anybody who tried to upload any videos from that shit. I guess they took it down. But some people were saying their phones and shit wasn't working because I guess it was some type of EMF discharge or something like that. The only footage that I've seen from the shit is a helicopter footage of it looking down into the. And they said it's supposed to be like an alien gliding across the ground in the front of the mall or something. I'm like, what the hell is going on, man? Why are these people so easily distracted? And why is the news pushing this shit so hard? What's really going on, man? It's like whenever some shit going on with what the fuck is this damn dude? I'm about to call him Joe Osteen, man. Epstein or whatever his name, Epstein Island. Whenever something going on with the child molested people, right? There's always some wild shit happening in the media with something crazy. I think the last time some shit happened with the Epstein Island, it was like UFOs in the sky or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that was during the time where the government came out and said that UFOs were real and that they've had them on records for so long. Like, motherfuckers don't need you to tell us, nigga, we've been knowing the UFOs is real.
Yeah, y'all just
all this press shit. And I think that was around the same time that Johnny Depp was in court with that lady that he was Amber Heard or some
some shit like that. Yeah, that's crazy. But I tell you this though, man, somebody should have probably recorded that, or with everybody having a phone. If it's some strange shit walking around in the mall, you might not be able to stream it live, but you can still record that shit. So it's got to be some type of footage if that's what's really going on over there.
People saying their phones was acting up. I don't really believe that shit. I feel like there's always some weirdo shit happening when it comes to that kind of shit. Even with the way our technology is nowadays, cameras and shit are so good, it make you really kind of wonder, like, how the fuck people always got blurry videos of fucking UFOs, man?
Yeah, I think one time my son said something about it when somebody was robbing something. It's been a while back, and and here the cameras are. The cameras is all blurry, and here's this day and time. I mean, you don't have no clip. You ain't update that shit or some shit like that or whatever.
iPhone got some of the best fucking cameras ever.
Yeah.
Why is that motherfucker get videotapes of Bigfoot? That shit still blurry as hell, man.
Shit.
Come on,
I don't know.
man.
I don't know, man.
Get a good video of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
You know, I know y'all niggas got the cameras good.
That motherfucker should be dead. He should be dead and gone, man. Cause shit, I remember them talking about him when I was a damn kid. You know, I'm 57 years old. Shit, and they was talking about Bigfoot when I was a kid. Shit, what he did and have kids too.
But
shit.
You know, they say it's a whole species of them motherfuckers. Ain't just one of them.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I didn't see some videos of Bigfoot where it was like a family of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about? Like it was a daddy and it was a motherfucking mama, and the mama had the baby on carrying the baby.
Come on, man.
For real. I didn't even see videos of because they, bro, I'm telling you, the new videos of Bigfoot that they've been showing have been clear as fuck, if you ask me. And this, like there was a video of a motherfucking Bigfoot, and there was a little toddler, and the toddler was walking. And then I guess the Bigfoot had seen the human get closer, and it grabbed the baby and jetted the fuck out of there.
Damn, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Well, I don't know, but I tell you, if I ever run across him somewhere and I'm walking, I'm gonna fill it up with some bullet holes. He come walking my damn way. Shit.
Damn right. That motherfucker like he'll peel your ass like a damn banana, boy. Hell no.
Shit.
I don't even think bullets will slow that damn thing down.
Man, no, they got something that'll slow his ass down. Shit.
You shoot that motherfucker with a 9, he gonna beat your ass.
Oh yeah. Little 9 ain't gonna do him no good. But
unless you just a bad motherfucker, you walk around with a damn Desert Eagle.
Yeah, you shit. I couldn't even probably shoot that damn thing. But
it's just crazy how, man, we just be falling for anything, man. It's just so. It's like goddamn people think.
Yeah.
And speaking of that Johnny Depp shit too, though, man, I just want to put this out here, man. How is it that the Johnny Depp chick, Amber Heard, right? She got accused of all this shit, and she was still in the Aquaman movie. I watched that. I watched Aquaman. It wasn't that good, honestly, to me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it might be good to other people, but it was all right.
So maybe what
to be in a movie and that black dude get kicked out of motherfucking the whole Marvel universe, man.
Yeah, I think on that one though, I think he was getting ready to start producing in that next one, and she may have already finished that one, I think, but I don't know. I hadn't followed it, so I don't know.
They could have edited that bitch out. She wasn't even that big of a role, man.
You know they're not gonna edit. They're not gonna edit Cinderella out. Come on, man. You know that.
Aaliyah died in the middle of a movie, man. They motherfucking put her brother in there to do some shit or something like that. It was like Queen. It was Queen of the Damn. It was something, man. She had died before the movie was over. They had already filmed almost all the scenes, and I think that might have been some voice shit they had got him for.
Yeah, man, that's off the chain. That's off the chain.
Wait. Paul Walker died in Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
And they had his brother do his shit. I guess his brother looks just like him. I don't know, man. It's weird shit. But they could have found him, man. Technology is hitting, dog. Yeah.
Technology is definitely the way to go, man. And just to touch base on that, on the internet deal, there are so many more new millionaires from doing just the little TikTok skits, from doing other little things like that. So people have been using the technology to to benefit themselves or whatever and stuff like that. And one of my cousins, I'm not gonna call her out, but she made a post the other day, said some guy had lost his job or something like that, and then he what was it? He had put up on Cash App, and he was kind of asking for money. And she said, I'm old school. I'm not going to be asking for nobody for no money, even if I need it. But I have a couple of things with that. If you give somebody something from your heart, then you don't give a fuck what they do with it. So you just give it to them, and then you just what the fuck ever. But then again, when people say I'm old school, no, you're not. And I'm gonna tell you why you're not, in my opinion, because your ass got a cell phone. If you was old school, you have a goddamn a can on one end and a can on the other end. Yep. So you old school when it's convenient for you. if you was old school, the car that you in probably got a fucking 8-track in it, or your TV sign off at goddamn midnight, like it used to do when I was a kid or something like that. So you old school when it's convenient for you. So don't say that I'm old school. Say I'm old school with convenience, because of this day and age and technology. If you was old school, you'll still be wearing them goddamn bell bottoms from back in the day, which they didn't came back now. So I'm just saying, you wouldn't even have a goddamn house phone. You'll be burning candles and you'll go shit and piss out in the back somewhere in the outhouse. So you're old school when it's convenient for you, in my opinion. So my point on that is, if you're going to donate, even if you donate to somebody out on the street, if you give it to them from your heart, who gives a fuck what they got to do? I'm going to tell you, I do so much for other people and have for people, but you'll never see it on Facebook and Instagram and all that shit. I don't have to post that shit to let you know what I'm doing, because I know why I did it and what I'm doing. I've helped several people, but I'm not going to say who. So, but that's just me about that old school. But I got, you want to cover something? I'm going to cover one more thing right here. And then you could, or you got something you was want to cover?
My man, go do your thing, man. Let's get to
it. Yeah. I just want to know what you think about this too, or whatever. So this is about Governor Abbott. So now he didn't pass some law or some bill. I don't even know what the fuck it is, because I just caught bits and pieces of it, where they can stop and arrest and ID migrants that's coming over for suspicious or whatever. And I kind of have a little problem with that, because I think they was doing that up in New York. So they singling motherfuckers out, oh, he looks suspicious. It's a way for you to stop them and ID them and check them and shit like that, And then so now what he's doing, and if they found to be legal, well, they're going to jail. So, okay, so now you got this pregnant wife and this pregnant mom, then you got these kids. And so now you put them in jail. So now the jail's going to get even more overcrowded. And so I know something has to be done, but you're talking about arresting them and put them in jail. What the fuck is that going to solve? That's just like when 45 took all those kids that was coming over. Now they stopped coming over, but now the kids is still in holding. And guess what? They don't even know where they go to. They don't even know who they belong to, because the information wasn't taken correctly. So it was kids when 46 took over, and kids are still in there, don't know where their mom and what they did, So that's the law that Abbott is passing to stop these guys, to search them, ID them, and shit like that. So me personally, I don't know how you feel. I don't fucking agree with it, because I'm damn near a shade like migrants myself, and one of them motherfuckers served to stop me too, because it's just profiling, just get them another avenue. I don't even fucking know.
I mean, I don't agree with it at all. No matter who the people is, I don't feel like they deserve to be fucked with, because they not from here, but we all from the same planet. So, I mean, I could kind of get why they doing it, because I mean, the people that they letting come over across the border, these motherfuckers could be terrorists. You don't fucking know who it is.
You don't know, right? Yeah.
But to go with what you're saying is, it's still not right. But they send them to these jails and shit, because that's that money though.
Yeah,
these prisons and shit privately owned, so they just getting more money. The more people they put in there, they don't give a fuck if it's overcrowded in there, man. That's just money.
Yeah. It's just a way for them to go on and get that money and shit. They don't give a shit about none of that. Just as long as they get more money. So
it's all about the numbers, dog.
Yeah. They got to get the numbers on up. I'm just put out there right quick about on the 14th. At 5:00, we're going to have a podcast coming up, live session coming up. Ever wonder why black people don't support each other? I have about 8 guys, if they all log on, that we're going to talk about and chop it up about that. Ever wonder why black people don't support each other? And I got people out of Dallas and San Antonio also tuning in for that. Austin, San Antonio, Dallas, Killeen, Temple, something like that. So that's on the 14th at 5:00. And then I got one that's on the 17th at 7 p.m. And this is called The Overcoming of Racism My Dad Instilled in Me. And this was one of my classmates, and him and I were talking, and I never knew that his dad was teaching him that. So, but those are just a couple of podcasts that we have coming up that's going to be live. So everybody make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And if you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get notified whenever we going live or anything like that. And just to touch base on that also, when I first started this podcast, I remember having about 5 or 6 subscribers and shit. I'm now looking, I say, damn, I got 344. So it just tickles me to see that and to know that I have about 250 some videos up and on my on TikTok also, and over on Spotify. So I uploaded over to Spotify. So I have a lot of listeners on Spotify, Wizzo Talk. They've been getting some plays and been, and that's what I care about. That's my main concern. And hopefully people go on and come on and leave some comments, cause I'll be looking forward to some comments. But I just wanted to put that out there about the upcoming podcast that we have coming up. And you've been my go-to guy. You stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready.
Hey man, I be so ready. I be waiting for you to tell me a motherfucker canceled.
Right. And look, I already know when they go back and when they play this back and they look back when you talk about their Jesus, it's probably gonna be a whole bunch of shit going on, a whole bunch of comments. I said, Josh, get in the comments.
They gonna be hurt, dog.
Yeah, you get to talk about all that tithe and the offering and all that shit, and they're gonna be in the comments hard then when they see that shit, man. But hey, it is what it is.
I mean, just remember at the end of the day, God, the person who created the universe, need 10% of your money, dog. You need 10% of your crops.
Yeah. Say the one that created the universe needs some money.
Right. He needs 10% of whatever you making, man. Yeah. Every week.
Yeah. I had this one guy when I interviewed him on there and we was talking about religion on one of my podcasts and it's on there and he went to ask one of the church members a question about a certain particular Bible verse. They had no idea what it was. And you always have, the preachers, some of them, I've heard them preach one sermon about something 2 or 3 different ways, but I have my views and opinions about it. I think my son may be watching. He's right now, I think he's still on there. He don't give a damn about going to no church. And he said he was made to go to church when he was young. So he sure ain't going doing none of that shit now.
Bro, if church is not in you,
yeah,
you don't need to be going nowhere, man.
Right.
Somebody just standing in the middle of the church and everybody just praising this one guy. And it's like,
yeah.
God, you looking for God, you gotta look within. People out here searching for exterior things when they need to be going internally. It's a dangerous game they playing because when anytime you looking for something externally, you're gonna find it because we're gonna put it in somebody. That's the same way when it comes to voting for presidencies and stuff like that. Why do we even need to do any of that if everybody on the planet was responsible for themselves?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta be responsible for is for yourself. Yeah. We be looking for somebody to place the blame on. That's why everybody need a president and all this other type of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? If everybody was responsible for themselves, man, the world would be a better place.
Right. And once you get to going back to the religion, man, I wonder, and I hadn't researched to see, the type of religion, because I feel that the certain religion here was just put up on us, because for, as me coming up, you didn't see any black pictures of Jesus for a while to later on. And, everything was all white, even in the black churches, everything was all white. You couldn't even find any black figurines like you can now, and stuff like that. Everything was all white, so I think, but so many people are already so far off into their, I guess, to their religion or whatever, they don't want to see. It kind of goes back to when I say, when you know better, you do better, but they know better, but they don't want to do better. And like when you were saying, they have the knowledge right there at their fingertips. Maybe they researched it, maybe they haven't, but maybe they just don't want to know. They just want to keep living that lie and keep passing that lie on down to our kids and to our kids' kids. But where does it stop? Because like I've said a while ago, parents, we're some of the biggest liars to our kids. We start lying to them right off the damn rip about all that fake shit that was told to us, and we keep that shit going. I don't know.
Man, to me, I feel like it's easy to find the truth because the truth is such common sense, bro.
Right.
It just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
heard people when I was younger talk about some white people were the children of the light because they had white skin. And I'm thinking, like, what the fuck? And then I started thinking as I got older, well, the true children of the light would have to be the people that can be in the light. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And you find out that getting pale skin, you only get that when you're not in the light.
Yeah.
So that means you getting darker means that you in the light. So I'm like, so the true people of the light would be dark skinned people. And then you start to research shit. You start to find out like the Hebrews and all that shit that actually was going on in the land they call America now. That's the land they were speaking of in the Bible and shit. You find out that our people are those people, and that's why we've been so beat down and torn down. Yeah. Because our people are the children of the light. We're chosen. And then you start to really think who really pushes all the cool shit in society. It all starts with our people. It's gonna be hot here first. Dances, you talking about some rock and roll, blues, all that shit. If we don't make it, it ain't hot. We do everything and push it out first. Then everybody else get a whiff of it. They like, damn, we love this shit. We gotta have it.
Yeah, and then you have them. They're not getting the credit for it. You know, they're not getting. I mean, you can, and it's all over the news also too. You know, the black female actresses. You know, that's all out there. You know, they're being underpaid, but when they look at the salary of the white, you know.
But it's a white people industry. You keep trying to get those white people to give you acknowledgement, right? But you're in their system. Why you not get out of it? Because at the end of the day, they still want them titles, dog. They still want everything that comes along with that instead of stepping away from it and living a more humble life. I'd rather not get paid shit than not get paid what you worth when you're doing that kind of shit. You see motherfuckers making $500,000 on some shit and they only paying you like $15,000.
Yeah. Think I'm gonna have to pass on that role.
Right.
Yeah.
But you still take it and you still put your best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? You ain't winning no award for it, but you should. And you get mad about it. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
You already knew what it was.
Yep, exactly. I'm glad I got a notification about my battery about to go low. Let me plug this shit in before we be right in the middle of a damn live here going on, and then I ain't even put down no damn juice.
It's crazy how our system is, man, and we say just want to play right along with it instead of just quitting it. Give up on it. Start something new.
And I don't know. I mean, you can look. You know, what was it Tyler Perry? You know, he didn't build the studio or whatever, but you know, I don't even know. You know, they were talking some bad shit about him too. So I don't know, but he's still limited, even though he's a billionaire. He's still limited in what he's gonna do and what he can do.
Only because of him, though.
Yeah.
This is like Kanye saying that he was limited.
Yeah.
Kanye said he went to these motherfucking people, right? And they wouldn't make no gym shoes that he was trying to do. And I'm like, yeah, you sound limited until you realize you still going to your enemy expecting them to help you get somewhere when you got all this money and you can do it yourself.
Right. Yep. I heard that, man.
Still dependent? And that's the best thing Tyler Perry could have did was make his own studio.
Yeah.
Because now who could tell him what he can't make?
Yeah. We'll see about that. So, but we've approached our hour mark. And I know we still gonna have another part to this because I know you have several points and several bullets that you didn't get to touch on, and myself also. So this topic was I got something to say. So we'll label this part 1. And with random topics and random thoughts, and we'll come back the next time we'll do a part 2. My other guest, he probably got tied up and didn't get to join in on us. So you got anything you want to close out with him on? Because I know we can keep on going, but you know I usually run us for about an hour.
Man, I just want to say, man, that it's like I always say, man, we really need to start thinking, bro. We really need to start thinking, not just about ourselves, but about the future generations to come and what we have to offer them as far as knowledge. We put so much time to thinking about the monetary things that we can leave behind, but as we see now, money is becoming more and more worthless, man. We need to really
Yeah.
put a better foot forward and leave our children better knowledge.
Right. I feel that. How can we find you? How can we look you up?
Man, I'm on every platform. All you gotta do is type in After Real Truth, all one word. Spotify, you can type in After Real Truth, or you can type in Cosmic Currency 777. And I'm on you can Google After Real Truth, and I'll pop up on everything if you just Google After Real Truth, all one word.
Right. That's what's up. Well, I definitely appreciate you being on Wizzo Talk all the time. I look forward to it. And I know that you always have something to bring to the table with us, and you stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready.
So
Yeah. And so hopefully all my viewers out there, I'm gonna upload this on Spotify also. So you guys can check it out on Spotify, Wizzo Talk 8972. And also find me on TikTok. And I appreciate your support. If you like the video, share, subscribe, hit the notification. So I have a lot of, I have so much shit that's lined up and ready to go, so, and now that I'm learning this new deal where I can go and add the comments on and stuff like that. So one of my guys or viewers said good show, so we appreciate it. So I just look forward to it. I'm having a lot of fun and trying to get the message out. So we're gonna come back for another go time. I'm not gonna drag this out. But man, it's always a pleasure. And we will be talking with you.
much bliss.